Let's get this show on the road. All right, hello YouTube. This is going to be a video about a number of things, but first I just wanted to say about the last video uploaded. And I would have made a video before now, by the way, but I was sick and increasingly sick for various reasons. My health is falling to shit. But anyway, the point is, um, about the last video. I don't know where the one I made like a month or two ago is because I didn't make it, but maybe I posted it under another name and talked about it, but I did make that one. I found one from 6 months ago, and that was probably the first one. Now, the thing about that is it says and to, once again, bitch about below. I don't know what that is, but the point is, thank you for staying for a minute, by the way, friend. Anyway, whoever you are. Anyways, I just, every so often I have to get stuff off my chest, and it doesn't look like it, but sometimes, you know, I don't always want to make these fucking videos, so I was just glad to get that off my chest. And there are 2 videos, so at least I got that off my chest. And I made other videos about it on my channel on BitChute, by the way. So just so you know, it's out there. But anyways, enough of that. I don't ever want to talk about that again because I realize it's not a good look bitching about a fucking scene from a TV show for the last year plus. But anyways, moving forward. I've decided I very well might vote for Joe Biden. I don't particularly want to. And I don't know what the guy did, but as far as the sexual harassment charge goes, and just let me get this out of the way. I thought it was very hypocritical considering the Democratic stance on sexual assault allegations for the past decade. They seem to not believe the person being accused. So I thought it was odd that they would all of a sudden just pick a guy accused of this, but I don't know what he did. No one knows what he did. I wasn't there and I don't know. The only thing I know is he likes smelling people. But you know what? He's in a job that requires you to commit war crimes against poor people in villages. If that's all he ever does, hey. But as far as the sexual assault goes, I don't know what he did. I don't know if he did it, so I can't say he did. And for various reasons, I probably won't vote for Trump. But I want to say this, moving forward, none of this really matters because Democrats are going to lose again. And you know how I know? Because Chink Uger, however you say that, he posted a fucking tweet saying that he wanted, if Democrats had the balls, and I'm a Democrat, believe me, I have balls, motherfucker. But he said we would cut off all funding, all welfare to red states, because they're welfare creams and they're failures. And you're right, because they're uneducated, because of various reasons, we don't take care of a lot of red states, so they're not very smart. And a lot of them are on welfare, you're right. So you're a Democrat again, and you're saying you want to do this. Seriously, this might very well be worse than kill all men. You are honestly saying you want to starve to death welfare recipients. This is why do we need Republicans? If this is the Democrats, why do we need Republicans? Explain this to me. They're welfare creams, and he says something about their beg for their handout. Yeah, you would like to see me beg, wouldn't you? You would like to see these people beg, wouldn't you? This is your fucking Democrat. And if you go into this election with that fucking attitude, you're going to lose. And you're going to lose worse than you did in 2016 because this is nonsense. You're telling me, so you're telling me rather, red states need to beg for their handout. And you're the fucking Democrat because if someone from the state they're in, they're poor, you're going to do that. And this is not the first time these young geeks or the young Turks, it's not the first time these assholes. I remember once he said something about white privilege and they said, yeah, it's not the same because if you take it's not the same because if you're a white homeless black guy, you're right. But here's the thing about fuck is going on with that? But here's the thing about that. So if you're a white homeless guy, you might be you clean them up, take them in somewhere, get them a job. They you know. Here's the thing. Where are the fucking? You might be right, but where are the fucking? Who's gonna do that, ass? Who's gonna do that? Who the fuck would do that? Who the fuck does that? Duh. If you're poor, you're fucking poor. You act as if though there's some kind of benevolent Santa Claus running around helping white homeless people. If you're white and you're homeless, you're homeless. I don't care what race you are. You're fucking homeless, asshole. And now you're saying you're going to starve people to death because it's state versus Republican? How are you any damn better than Chris Christie when he closed out part of, I think it was New Jersey because that district voted for a Democrat. You're the same as him. With Democrats like these, or with a Democrat like you, or a progressive like you that you're not, you're a regressive temperance era asshole. But with someone like this, who in the hell needs a fucking Republican? You're as bad as they are. And if you go into this, you're going to lose worse than you did against Hillary. This is worse than Kill All Men. This is nonsense. This is your fucking progressive. And again, I'm telling you, man, no one talks out of their ass. Like there's an issue with anyone that talks out of their ass, talks out of both sides of their ass like this. And I don't know if it's a conspiracy thing, and I don't know if they're actually Democrat, they're actually conservatives, or they're somehow, whether or not it's some kind of conspiracy with Republicans or some other group of people, or if they're just fucking mentally ill. I don't fucking know. But there is something wrong with these people. I'm telling you, when someone talks out of both sides of their ass, like some of these people, like some of these supposed progressives, there is something wrong with there. There is an issue there. But I, as a fucking progressive, did not sign up for this shit. You're going to starve to death people because of the state they're from, and you're going to cut off all funding to red states because the majority voted for a Republican. And that's all you are, as a Democratic Party loyalist, and you don't give a fuck about actual, real, progressive, liberal, humanist, secular ideals. You don't really care about us any more than a fucking Republican does. You're as bad as they are. Change teams, asshole. Go with them. Moving forward, about people that think that they're better than everyone else. And I'm not saying they are. Again, forget this. The governor of New York put out a tweet saying that because it was a Jewish community, they didn't want to wear a mask because of coronavirus. So he puts out a tweet saying, Jewish people in that community, Jewish communities, I'm the governor. I made a law protecting people against this pandemic. Please wear your mask. And people, mainly Republicans, by the way, I'm sure, probably Republicans, jumped on this and tried to say he was anti-Semitic. No, he's not. This is not discrimination. In fact, it would be discrimination against everyone else to say that these people don't have to wear a mask and we do. But let me say this. This is not to punish them. This is not discriminating against them. You're telling them to wear a mask to help them. You don't want them to get a disease. And you don't want them to give it to other people. And he made a law, is the governor, and he has an entire city to protect. And I'm not always the biggest fan of this guy. And he pretty much put his fucking city into gridlock because he fucked up the damn highway system, having something to do with driving bikes or some crap. I don't even remember what it was. But the point is, he's helping. He's actually doing the right thing here. He's leading by example. What would it look like to all the other fucking people living in New York if he had said some shit like, oh yeah, by the way, you don't have to wear a mask? Well, then what fucking good is the law? No one else is gonna. By the way, no one else is gonna think they should wear the fucking mask either. If you don't tell these people to. And what if they come into contact with another person? Are they not raising a chance of giving them the virus? And again, you don't do this because you want to hurt them. You're doing this to help them. It's a fucking pandemic. Anyways. And of course, Republicans jump on this, by the way. But first of all, let me say this. You are also the same fucking people that tell Muslim women. And again, sometimes they're pressured into it or forced to by men, or by their husband, or by their parents, or someone, to wear the burqa. And that's how, and Republicans want to get rid of the burqa. And I'm not even completely against that. I don't know if I am or not. But isn't it it's kind of ironic now, actually, considering what we're talking about. But that would actually come in handy in a pandemic. But you're telling this guy he can't tell another religious group to wear a mask like everyone else during a fucking disease pandemic. Like they're above that, because this has nothing to do with religion anyways. So forgetting that, moving forward. Anyways, my favorite topic, murder hornets. I don't know when we woke God up. I don't know if it was mutilating baby genitals. I don't know if it was discriminating against LGBTQ people and not letting transgender people use the bathroom, or if it was bullying drag kids or drag queen kids and transgender children, or if it was destroying his planet and the environment, or I don't know if we just woke him up with all the bombing. And this is actually something I said on my Twitter page, Humanist Philosophies, by the way. But let me just say this. What I do know is this much. At some point, he took a long, good look at our country, our God-blessed nation, by the way. God said is great, because God is this. He's looking at all over the world, and he picks us out. He picks this one nation of fat retards out, and he says, God bless them. I bless them. It wouldn't bless the entire world. It's not like Jesus, for example, would climb the Empire State Building and say, God bless the world and everyone in it, like Carlin used to talk about. No, he's going to bless you specifically. But at some point, God took a long look at our nation and said, you know what, send in the fucking murder hornets. Anyway, because that's now a thing now. They have now reached North America. Nah, all you have to do is just look up Human Philosophies. That's all you have to do if you're interested. and it sucks. It's not even worth the watch. It fucking blows. My page blows. Everything I do blows. I suck dick. I know. Anyways, the point. But I thank you for asking. I really do. I'm not gonna link it here because trolls and shit. If you really are interested, you'll look it up. The point is, this country's fucked. And if you go into this with this fucking attitude of I'm a feminist, or I don't like poor people if you're from the wrong state, or all white people are bad, or we're gonna spend another we're gonna spend another $1 trillion looking for imaginary Russians. If you do these things, you're going to fucking lose. That's all I'm saying. You're going to lose again. And I consider myself a Democrat. Okay? And I'm tired of losing. Can we please win for a change? Okay? But for the record, I plan on voting for Biden. I wanted to say that. And Cenk Uygur is a sociopath. You need to mail help. Go get help. That is all. P666.